Remy Ma's life is starting to feel like a real-life nightmare. And no, it's not just about cheating scandals or messy breakups. Things have gone way deeper and darker. Everyone already heard the rumors about her stepping out on Papoose with Eazy the Block Captain, right? That whole situation had the internet on lock. But what most folks don't realize is that Remy's dealing with something way more serious behind the scenes, something that could change her entire world. We're talking about her son, Jace Scott.
Here's what we know at this hour. 23-year-old Scott was arrested today on first-degree murder and weapons charges. It's unclear if he pulled the trigger or if he hired the hit that took the life of Darius Gilbo, who lived here at the Ravenswood houses in Astoria. The crime occurred nearby in broad daylight back in 2021. Gilbo took hits to the head and to the chest. Gilbo had an extensive criminal history. 8 months before he was killed, he was indicted in a massive drug trafficking operation.
That's where the real drama is. Back in 2021, a man named Darius Gilbo was murdered in broad daylight. Now, Darius wasn't exactly living a clean life. He had his own struggles and was caught up in street stuff, but still, the man lost his life out in the open. For a long time, nobody knew who did it. Then, out of nowhere, almost 2 years later, Jace Scott, Remy Ma's own son, gets picked up and hit with a 7-count indictment. He was 23 when he got locked up and has been sitting in jail ever since, while the streets stay whispering and the pressure keeps building. And if that wasn't enough, Remy's been unraveling in public. She's been clashing online with Clarissa Shields, going back and forth with Papoose, and just looking like the weight of everything is eating her alive. Then, to make things even worse, leaked audios popped up with Eazy the Block Captain basically clowning her, saying he never really cared like she thought he did. Cold, but things really exploded outside of Queens Courthouse on June 24th. Darius Gilbo, the man who was killed, had a daughter. She goes by Jasmine Dior. And when she ran into Remy Ma that day, it got real ugly. The two exchanged words, emotions were high, and that moment went viral fast. Cameras caught it, the internet ran with it, and now everybody's asking how much more can Remy Ma take.
Try to beat you up too. Yeah. Try to beat you up. Come downstairs. You know you in front of the courthouse trying to act like you're tough. Yeah, stop. Yeah, let's go around the corner. Let's go around the corner. Come on, let's go.
Turn around.
Like your mother's ugly?
Turn around.
Like your mother's ugly?
Same thing.
Oh, okay.
Same thing.
Oh, okay.
Just watch.
Yeah, okay. We could test her right now. Right now. Right now, ugly. Everything. Oh, you thought you was gonna see something ugly, bitch. You wasn't. But you wasn't. But you wasn't.
No makeup.
But you wasn't. Same here. You see what's up? Same here. You see what's up? Oh, okay.
Right after that intense courthouse moment, Jasmine Dior stepped up and told her side clear, raw, and full of emotion.
So yeah, this raggedy ass for me, like, girl, like, you would have thought I did something to you. Realistically, I can never speak to my father again. I can never hug him. I can never kiss him. I can never say nothing else to him. You can see your son. You can speak to him. You can hug on him. You can say whatever. The fact of the matter is that I see this lady, and she's looking at me with a whole attitude. When I tell y'all ice grilling as if her son was the victim. Like, miss, where's your remorse? Like, where's your sorriness? Where's your sadness? Like, at the end of the day, I don't care what I go through with nobody. I would never want to see nobody die. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, nobody did nothing to you, you gremlin. And you really acting like you mad about something. Ice grilling somebody. Ugly. Then you acting tough in front of a courthouse. Like, we're gonna go to jail. You've been to jail before. I'm sure you don't want to go back. Like, what are we doing here? Come around the corner. You're really...
She wasn't just there to be seen, she was there to be heard. And when she spoke, you could feel the pain coming straight from her chest. In her own words, she called out Remy Ma directly, saying, "Your son took my father's life, and you looking at me like I did something wrong." Jasmine broke it all down how Remy sat there cold-faced. No empathy, just me mugging like she was above it all. Meanwhile, this girl is grieving the loss of her father, and all she sees from Remy is attitude and shade. She said what everyone else was too afraid to. Remy's energy was off, like she didn't care. And that cut deep, because while Remy still gets to see her son, even if it's through glass or during jail visits, Jasmine's never getting her father back. That type of pain, you don't just move on from that. And no matter what kind of life Darius Gilbo was living, No daughter is ever going to accept that kind of loss without answers, without justice, or at least some acknowledgement of what she's going through. Now here's where it gets even crazier. Remy Ma didn't just walk away. No, she stepped right into the chaos. She's out there about to square up with Jasmine, literally face to face outside the courthouse, like it's some reality show reunion special. And before anyone can blink, the whole scene takes a wild turn. Remy Ma ends up getting detained by law enforcement. Yeah, briefly arrested. The blogs went wild with it. Cameras flashing, people screaming, and Remy in cuffs. It's like every chapter in her life lately just gets messier and messier, and just when you think it can't get more dramatic, a young woman steps in and calls out something major, something that made the whole crowd stop and take notice.
Like, where is your support system? Where are your people? Why weren't they going with you in the courthouse, you know? And I'm smiling not because I think it's funny, but I'm speaking genuinely as a woman who has a family, and knowing everything that's happening. And I see a lot of people saying she's crashing out, and so be it, and so be it, and so be it. So be it, so be it. But for me, I looked at it like, wow, would this have happened if she was still with her husband? Would this have happened, you know, that confrontation? Would he have probably calmed her down and helped her along?
Now take a second and really think about what's going on here. Remy Ma is out there all by herself in the middle of one of the most heartbreaking, stressful moments of her life. She's dealing with a divorce, her oldest son is locked up facing serious charges, and she's showing up to courtroom solo. Whether she fully believes her son did it or not, this situation has to be crushing her from the inside. But then someone from the crowd asks the real question, where is her family? Where's the support? Because honestly, would Remy have snapped like this getting into it with the victim's daughter if Papoose was still by her side? Let's be real. Papoose might have had his own flaws, but one thing about him, he was solid, calm, and protected. If he was there, things probably wouldn't have escalated like that. He would have stepped in, grabbed her hand, and told her, let's go. This ain't the time. But now, all those folks Remy thought she could depend on, they're gone. And that's the harsh reality. When you start messing around with someone on the side, like Eazy the Block Captain, and you walk away from the family that stood 10 toes down for you, you find yourself alone when it matters most. Because let's be clear, Eazy ain't showing up for Remy. Not in the courtroom, not when it's ugly, not when she's facing the heat. That man wasn't built to stand beside her through the real pain. He doesn't love her like that. He's not invested like that. He got no kids with her, no real commitment, nothing holding him there when things get hard. And women forget that when you give up someone who was really there for you, someone who had your back no matter what, and you trade them for attention, drama, or lust, you end up doing life's toughest battles solo. And this ain't just about Remy. Look around. Same thing happening with other women too. Look at how Bailey people out here cheering for her new relationship, loving the Instagram aesthetic. But the truth, just because it looks cute online doesn't mean it's real when the lights go off and the problems show up. Let something go wrong and how Bailey's life something serious, and then let's really see if that new man sticks around. Let's see if he shows up when the cameras are off and life gets ugly. Because right now, it's all cute and filtered, but when the storms hit, most of these dudes disappear. You know who did show up? Papoose. Back when Remy Ma was locked up, that man was at the prison almost every single day, standing by her when she had nothing. That's what real love looks like. That's what it means to stand on business. But where's Eazy the Block Captain? Now, silent. Maya, not a single sign of him by Remy's side when it actually matters. And let's keep it a buck, Remy's family isn't pulling up for her either. And you wanna know why? Because she's not the kind of person that's been pulling up for them. That's what people forget. If you spend years mistreating people, burning bridges, and turning your back on the folks who care about you, don't act shocked when they're not in your corner when your world falls apart. Life don't work like that. Loyalty is earned. And nobody's going to keep investing in someone who's never been there for them. She already lost the one person who truly had her back, Papoose, and for what? For a fling with a battle rapper who dipped the moment things got messy? What about that woman Remy allegedly had an affair with? Yeah, the one Papoose supposedly caught in their home? Where is she now? Nowhere. Vanished. Just like Eazy. Gone. When it's not fun anymore, People don't understand those ride or die types. The ones who show up when the world's against you. They're rare. You don't just find that in the next vibe or hookup. You think you're going to be loved just for being you? Wake up. The truth is, almost nobody's going to ride for you unconditionally. And when you do find someone who does, someone who sticks by you through your worst, you better protect that person at all costs. Because once they're gone, trust me, there's not another one waiting around the corner. Don't forget to like, drop a comment, and hit that subscribe button cause the drama never sleeps.